Hey there, roller coaster and theme park fans. My name is Shadow Phoenix, and this is the first of what may become a new series of videos on my channel. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then hit that thumbs up button and feel free to comment and let me know what you think of this. Now, this is actually a bit of older news, but I wanted to start my new series off with this because I intended to do this before and I've already got everything kind of fixed up for it. I just never did do this actual video because I never had the time. So let's start with this one. Now, a few months back, like last year, news broke from bgwfans.com that Busch Gardens Williamsburg has recently filed for an attraction height waiver with the local government. That height, well, it's kind of a big deal, a staggering 315 feet. So does this mean that Busch Gardens Williamsburg may be getting a Gigacoaster? Possibly. In the last few years, they have mostly only invested in family rides and attractions. Even with Invader, though reportedly quite a good wooden coaster, it's still not anything intense, really. Now, I couldn't tell you for sure. I have not been to Busch Gardens. I haven't rode Invader, but I mean, I've seen the videos. This is not something that is like a huge. It's very well themed, but it's not that coaster for that thrill seeker crowd. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, they're definitely missing anything for the teen and adult crowd like that. Now, there is one other attraction that it could be. If it's not a Gigacoaster, it could very well be a Starflyer. Though they do already have tower rides in Busch Gardens with Mock Tower, a Starflyer would fit the profile that they're looking at, that they've been testing for, and it would also go along with a few more clues that we will talk about shortly. Some of the Starflyers that have been installed so far have been up to 400 feet. In fact, there is one opening in Orlando on May 11th that is 450 feet tall. Reportedly the tallest one of them all. So 315 feet, that's not quite out of reach for this type of ride. Now, there have been other rumors, of course, that maybe it's a Windseeker. Personally, I highly doubt that they would even go this route. Cedar Fair bought a whole slew of these a few years back, and they have been nothing but maintenance nightmares from my understanding. Half the time they're not even running. I really don't think Busch Gardens would go with a Windseeker, knowing the history of these.
Windseeker is one of Cedar Point's most popular rides.
Yeah, but tonight a 5 on Your Side investigation uncovers a pattern of malfunctions involving the Windseeker here in Ohio and in amusement parks all across the country.
So a Starflyer would be more appropriate. There are a lot of parks that are getting these. Like I said, Orlando's got their biggest one that's opening here soon. They're more stable as far as being able to run and not too many like maintenance issues and stuff with it. So I mean, this makes more sense if they're going with a tower ride. Another possible thought, and I've seen this on some message boards as well, is that it could just be a balloon ride that goes up and back down like Disney has. It's a good thought, but I really wouldn't put much air into that one. So let's talk a little bit more about another piece of information that has been revealed with this height waiver. If you take a close look at the documents here on the screen, it's apparently for what could be a new area. Now, the title on the height waiver here listed is Busch Gardens Madrid, which is referring to an often rumored Spain expansion to the park, adding a whole new area, a whole new country. The permits for a site referred to as Festa Field, which is currently used for animals between Festa Italia and the Rhine River. Right here, you should see on the screen, I've kind of pointed this out. Now, there's a lot of unused land here for a possible new country, for sure. For more than 10 years, it's been rumored that the Spain-themed expansion would happen only to get delayed or put on hold for different reasons. One of the last rumors about it actually did state, though, that it would be built in 2 phases. The first being the majority of the themed land and some smaller attractions, and the second phase consisting of a very large coaster. After all this time, is this finally going to happen? Is this, the Spanish expansion that everybody has thought, everybody's seen thoughts about? It's been rumored. Everybody would love to see this, finally a new country coming to Busch Gardens. Well, if it's true, a Starflyer does make sense somewhat. It would not cost nearly as much as a brand new Gigacoaster. And if it's going into an entirely new area, then they would need to budget for everything. Now, you got to think about this. You're looking at construction of new buildings and shops, maybe a restaurant or something. You've got the ride itself. They'd also have to do actual infrastructure work to the area, such as water, sewer, electric. Now, these would all cost quite a bit in the long run. So an entirely new area and a Gigacoaster to boot, I just don't see it happening. It's possible, and that's what many fans would love to see, but I think a Starflyer for now does seem to make the most sense with the height, with what flat rides we've seen out there. It just seems to be the best fit for what we're looking at in here. And who knows, we may even be wrong. It may not even be an entirely new ride at all that they are doing the balloon tests for and the height waivers. I mean, maybe they're just testing for fireworks, or maybe we're really far off, and maybe it's a 315-foot tall top spin and that's indoors. We just don't know. So until we do, we just can kind of speculate. But I really just don't think it is going to be a Gigacoaster. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think we're going to get a Gigacoaster? Do you think that we are going to get a Starflyer, a Windseeker? Is it the balloon ride? Could it just be fireworks you're testing for? Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you comment below. And again, let me know if this is a kind of like a news series and talk about things going on in theme parks. Let me know if you would like this kind of thing. I would like to do this more and just kind of get into that area and kind of expand out from just doing Planet Coaster and some other stuff. So until then, I will be sure to read all the comments and upvote all my favorite ones, of course, as I usually do. If you guys got anything else you would like to talk about, then for sure put it down below in the comments as well. Now, thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for just being a fan of the series and subscribing. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that button as well. My name is Shadow Phoenix. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Hey everyone, if you'd like to help support me and my channel, I have a Patreon page where you can do just that. You can pledge anything from $1 or more. Anyone who pledges $15 or more gets a unique, specially designed roller coaster and Planet Coaster made just for them. My little way of saying thanks. You can also just send donations as well if you don't want to join Patreon. You can find those links in the video description below. Every tiny red cent I make from these means the world to me and is extremely helpful. If you're interested in my PC setup that I work with and play on that you see here, every piece of the system is described below with links to Amazon if you want to purchase them or anything else. Thanks for tuning in to my videos and my channel. If you aren't already a subscriber, click that on the screen below. And you can also check out a few of my other videos on the screen here as well. You can keep up to date on what's going on in my own little world via Twitter or watch me stream live on Twitch as well. Links are in the video description below. So wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night.